What's up, Sherrod? What's up, Jesus? What's up, Leroy? What's up, everybody here? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Oh, wait, Monday. Happy Monday. I didn't want to do an intro today. I don't want to even, like, I don't know. I didn't want to do anything special today. Because to start this off, let me just say this out loud. My entire life, I have been a huge fucking pussy. I'm happy right now. Overall, my life is in a good place. But throughout my life, I've been a huge fucking pussy. And I think it has to do with the way I was raised. I think it has to do with the fact that I was a firstborn child to new parents. And I was almost overly loved. I was spoiled rotten by not only my parents, but my grandparents too. I have a lot of resentment because of issues in my past and my family and stuff like that. And that resentment is driven by the fact that I'm such a fucking pussy all the time. The fact that I make YouTube videos, the fact that I've made music, the fact that I do podcasts, the fact that I'm still doing this shit. It almost like sometimes I wonder if I'm just here because I want people to feel sorry for me. If I'm only making podcasts, or if sometimes I do this because I want people to feel sorry for me. I was this close to titling the fucking stream, "Feel Sorry for Me." And I say all of that because I notice it in my life and in my habits, in my routines. When I deal with life shit, I'm a fucking crybaby, and I fucking subliminally think the world revolves around me, and that causes a lot of anxiety, insecurities, fear, and it has shaped who I am as a person. When things get rough, when things get hard, which is quite often in this fucking life, I tend to blame everything else for it rather than myself. I tend to, even as honest with myself as I know I am, and as fucking much as I can look at myself honestly and say I've been a pussy and all this other shit, in the heat of the moment, and in those moments, I still have these behaviors that are so hard to fucking break. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Shady? What's up, George? And I kind of just wanted to fucking talk about that today because honestly, dude, like every few days, I feel like just giving up. I feel like not giving a fuck about anything. And I feel like one moment I'm super inspired and I'm super fucking motivated to do so many different things, and then a day later I'm not. And it's just this cycle of just feeling sorry for myself. Nothing's happened for me. Look at my life, blah, 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 blah. And then I start feeling like shit about it. And then I just want to give up. And then it takes me days of just depression and sadness to really snap out of it. And on top of that, I can't stop fucking getting drunk. I just can't. It's so fucked up, dude. It's so hard because, like, I don't like who I am. I don't like who I become when I'm fucking drunk. I don't like who I am when I'm drinking when I get super fucking drunk and I act a fool, you know? And that's what I do every time. It's annoying. And I've tried to stop drinking, and it's like it really wasn't that hard, but like, to be honest and to say this out loud, I can't stop fucking drinking because my whole family is alcoholics. They drink all the time. My wife wants to get fucked up quite often. Every couple of weeks, she wants to get drunk. And what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? Just be the sober one? And like in the months that I was sober and I had to deal with drunk people that I love, I started to grow resentment. I started to get pissed off that people were getting drunk around me. It's annoying. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Not be a member of my family? Or it's just kind of how it feels. Like I became the black sheep of my family because I wasn't fucking drinking, and it's so fucking frustrating. What am I supposed to do? Like, as far as my wife goes and my family, like, what am I supposed to do? Stop drinking and risk losing my fucking wife and my family? Like, that's literally what is in my head sometimes. During that time, my wife struggled with me not drinking. She supported me. I'm not saying that she's sitting there trying to get me to take fucking tequila shots every night. That's not what I'm saying. But she wants to enjoy her time. She doesn't have an issue with drinking in her mind. And I don't know, dude. I didn't make this to try to shit on my wife. And it's so fucking hard to develop the life of not fucking getting drunk all the time when you have involved your life in this fucking place. You know what I mean? Like, you have been a part of this culture, this family, and where it is what we do is get drunk when we see each other. And fuck, it's so annoying. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe I'm not thinking enough into it. I don't want to drink. I don't. I fucking hate it. But I fucking hate also feeling like the black sheep of my family, feeling like nobody really understands or supports what I'm going through, feeling like nobody fucking takes it seriously. It's so fucking frustrating, dude. It's so fucking frustrating. I don't know how this got to this point. And then maybe this is me being a pussy again, saying that the reason I can't do something is because everybody else around me. Maybe I'm doing exactly what I just mentioned. We had actually a really good night. Saturday night, we drank, we had a lot of fun. Nothing crazy happened, but later in the night, I kind of fucking went off and like talked shit to some friends. And it just made me feel like shit the past few days. The fact that I got to a point where I was legitimately insulting friends of mine and just being a lame, ugly, annoying piece of shit person. And it just sucks, man. It just really sucks to wake up the next day and feel like shit for an entire day. Not even be able to do this podcast yesterday because I felt like shit. I fucking hate it, dude. The alcohol, the enjoyment of drinking with friends and family is not worth the hangover. It is not worth feeling like an idiot because you say something wrong. It is not worth interrupting my mental stability. It is not worth it. But fuck, it's so fucking hard. It's so fucking hard when I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm just too weak to really, to do it on my own, I guess, or whatever. I don't fucking know. But I'm not going to give up. That's one thing that I have to completely own up to and let everybody know around me. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be the person I want to be. If I lose some friends, if things get rough in my marriage, then I guess that's just what has to happen. Because I will not be this person anymore. I can't. I'm going to fucking lose my way and just be a piece of shit for the rest of my life. People think that because I smoke weed every day, that is what's holding me back. No, it's not. I am holding myself back because I am choosing to overthink and have no action. I don't know, dude. I really was trying not to get to these. I don't know. What the fuck ever. Who cares what I want the podcast to be or not to be? It's going to be whatever the fuck I want it to be, whatever it needs to be. I am really, I have this urge to always say like, I'm really happy right now. Don't get to take this wrong. I am. I'm in a good place. My family's here. Like we're in a good place, but there's something in me that is missing. There's something in me that is driving me to be a better person. And when I fuck up, it hurts. It fucking hurts. It hurts real, real bad. And it's not necessarily because I talk shit to my friends. You know, that sucks. That's annoying. That's embarrassing. But that's not like what hurts. What hurts the most is that I just continue to feel like I fuck up. And it sucks, dude. Like I heard about John Jones, right? John Jones, UFC heavyweight champion of the world, basically undefeated. This man cannot get away from alcohol. Over the weekend, or was it Friday? He got caught. He got another DWI and got a gun charge for shooting a fucking gun in the air. Heavyweight champion of the world, millionaire, on top of the world, cannot get away from his demons and getting drunk in his car and driving around. People laughed at it. People memed at it. It broke my fucking heart because I know what that's like. This man has issues. He has problems, and nobody probably takes him seriously because he appears to be on top of the world. It fucking sucks, dude. It's really fucking hard. And there's always going to be factors that are going to hold you back from whatever it is that you want to accomplish. There's always going to be demons in your mind and things that you think you can't do. But you can. It is literally just yourself making the decision to do what you need to do. I don't know. I love you guys. I love this channel, but it is so fucking confusing trying to figure out where I want to go with it because I don't even know where I want to go with myself. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I just streamed recently and came to this fucking like place of thinking like, damn, you know what? I want to grow my YouTube channel. That's what I want. And I need to upload videos. I need to do more and more and more and more. And I got this motivation, this inspiration, this epiphany, and it just faded away. It always fades away. But it will continue to fade away and it will never come back if I give up. If I stop giving a shit about this. If I lose focus, getting drunk as fuck, being hungover for an entire day, fucks with my focus quite a bit. And I'm fucking done with it, dude. I'm so fucking done and annoyed with it already, dude. It's so fucking annoying. I'm sitting there telling my wife, like, baby, I don't want to do this no more. That shit is not worth it. Like, I enjoyed the night. I had fun. I talked about things I probably don't normally talk about. We had a great night. But it's all bullshit. That's not who I am. I'm not that drunk. That was not me. All those things I said, the ways I acted, the way I thought, the way I felt, that is not who I am. That is the drunk person that I can become. But that has no connection to who I am day to day. None. And it's like, I don't understand how people can enjoy just becoming this fucking fake character of themselves, wake up the next day and just laugh. Oh, it's just so fucking twisted. It's so fucking twisted. And just like for people who just want to get together and just get drunk all the fucking time. It's just like, fuck, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Going forward, there's a lot of things I need to take control of. And my drinking is definitely one of them. I have not gotten drunk like that in a long time. No, in a good amount of time. And I guess I just wasn't proud of where I got. And I fucked up a little bit and I felt bad and it just kind of fucked with my head all day yesterday. Kyle in chat says, it's big facts, G. I got a girlfriend that didn't touch a single type of drug in her life. And then there is me doing Molly, shrooms, and coke and so on, but having the want to do it and not being able to. Yep. I researched how it is in relationships when one person does not do drugs and they're sober and the other person is not. And the percentages are twice. Like the percentages are like over 50 or 60% that relationship probably won't work. Especially if you guys were drinking and getting fucked up together forever. And that terrifies the shit out of me. That is one of the main reasons why when I stopped drinking for a few months, I started to drink again. Or I tried it out. Because I noticed a huge disconnection from my wife and I. She wanted to still hang out, drink with her friends. I did not. I tried to hang out with people and not drink. And it really wasn't that bad. But people didn't like me. People get uncomfortable when somebody's not drinking around them. And that in and of itself, as far as like what my wife thought about me and like our issues, is really what got me back into it. And I'm not trying to throw her under the bus and say it's her fault, because it's not. She's very supportive. But shit, she has said before how it was unfair to her, how she feels like it was unfair. And I feel like that was unfair for her to say too. There are definitely some downfalls in the way that, you know, it all happened, and it's all happening or whatever. But you know what? Going forward, I can't give up, and I got to just keep moving, because the thought of just not drinking anymore just makes me so happy. The thought of not having to deal with the fucking bullshit person that I become, the thought of not having to be hungover ever again, the thought of just not dealing with obnoxious bullshit situations where people don't even know who the fuck they are. They don't even know what's happening in front of them. Sounds amazing. Although that third one, not having to deal with drunk people, is probably not in the cards for me, unless I'm ready to just leave my entire family behind, honestly. Which I'm not. I don't know, man. Ride the wave, bro. Gilbert says in chat. I like that. Let me conclude this topic real quick. I love my wife. She's very supportive about whatever I do. She understands that. She thinks that me not drinking is good for me, that it will probably end up being something I need to do 100%. But she has expressed how it is unfair and just kind of a sucky situation for both of us. And that kind of broke my heart and got me back into it. But going forward, it's going to be a shitty situation. It's going to be hard. But it is what it is. I got to do it. Sometimes you just kind of come to a conclusion as a human, as a person, that what really matters is what you need to do for yourself. And my best friend, my fucking the closest person in the entire world to me, my wife, to feel disconnection there and issues and stuff sucks. But we got to make it happen and not give up. So I'm not saying right now that I'm done drinking forever. I'm not saying that I'm going to quit drinking, but I am saying that I need to focus up and I need to quit being a fucking pussy. And I need to fucking take responsibility for my actions, and I need to move forward and take action. Move forward and take action. Don't give up. Move forward and take action. Don't give up. Move forward and take action. It's fucking easy. Let's smoke something. Cheers. I love doing podcasts before I smoke weed in the morning. Kyle in chat says, I've been through the loop to keep the relationship together. Definitely went behind her back, then came clean about it, but she realized that it's the past me and not who I was trying to be, me and this girl 100. There you go. What was your question, Leroy? I didn't see it. Why do stoners have distinct facial structure? I don't think they do. Stoners look all over. Maybe the stoners that you see on the internet. I don't know. And maybe because that weed be making us look fly. I don't know, brother. Maybe. Shit. What's up, V? I see you. How you doing? Man. Yeah, that shit with John Jones really fucked me up. I even put his picture as my Instagram profile picture. That's fucked up, dude. It's really sad. It's really sad. Don't give up, Sherrod says. I've been sober for a year. It's a great feeling. I'm proud of you, man. Good shit, dude. Good shit. Action is the answer, George says. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys. I really do, man. I'm just things come to light, you know, when you're in where I'm at, 29, growing up, trying to be better. And sometimes it's like, God damn, you realize something and you just get pissed off by it, and frustrated. Sometimes you want to give up. But yeah. What are your views on Trump damaging USA-Denmark relations by trying to buy Greenland? I have no idea any of that is happening. I don't know. Life's crazy, man. I'm always trying to learn off other people, but end up learning it myself somehow. I feel you. That's one thing that I feel like people don't understand is it's like you can't really teach people much. You can give them the tools, you can give them the information, but if they're not willing to accept it and understand or able to accept it or understand it, then nothing's going to happen. It's just going to, but that information will still be there. I remember lessons that I've learned over the years from years ago that I'm barely starting to really understand, It's a trip. It's a fucking trip, dude. Maybe to stop your family drinking, just slip LSD in their drinks. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, fuck, dude. I feel like nobody really, it's hard to really conversate with people sometimes because I feel like they don't think as deeply as me. I can't tell you, even recently, in the last few times I've drank, when I went to Vegas a few weeks ago, and then even the other night here, it's like I bring up topics and I say things and people are just like, oh, what? Like, they don't understand. Like, because you don't understand what I'm saying, you giggle and laugh as if I'm fucking weird for saying it. No, you can giggle and laugh, but you're a simple-minded caveman who doesn't understand the intellectual question I just asked. So you can giggle it off and look at your friend, what's he talking about? But you are the idiot. And that's a specific situation that happened with somebody, but whatever. It's just hard. It's hard to conversate with people who just don't think deeply or just haven't gone to that place. Like, I had somebody tell me recently, I know marijuana kills your brain cells. Okay. You can't tell me anything about it. I know. No, you don't know. You don't know. But okay. Whatever. It's like literally I can point to a study, multiple studies and things like that. And some people will just they just don't give a fuck. They're so set in their ways that even if you show them a study, a legitimate thing, they will not change their mind. They're fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. A lot of people aren't real serious up front. Got to take it with a grain of salt. It's true. And don't get me wrong, I say a lot of awkward shit when I'm drinking. But so does everybody who wants to be funny. As somebody who, I would say, I'm not a comedian, but I feel like I have a lot in common with people who are comedians when they hang out. Because they're constantly trying to make each other laugh, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's really off base. But that's just part of what it is. I don't give a fuck. I used to let that shit really bug me for days. Like, if I said the wrong thing, and I still struggle with it. If I say something weird or awkward and somebody giggles and laughs at me or something like that, it would fucking haunt me for days. And I still notice it pop up in my mind the day after, but I'm able to shut it off for the most part now. But yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip, man. Conversations with people who don't smoke or never done psychedelics can be frustrating at times. And I'm not saying that I know everything and I'm smarter than them. No, I'm saying that there's disconnection there as far as intellect and as far as maybe just understanding, which is, nobody's really wrong, I don't think. So I don't know, man. I don't know, dudes. I feel great when I do these because I'm able to get a lot off my chest. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you for being here. One thing I do want to stop doing is stop talking about what I want to do, which is literally what I just did. But I want to stop talking about hey, look, we're going to do this. This is going to happen and that's going to happen. No, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to start doing it. One thing I did do is restore my entire computer to factory settings, which really was a big deal for me because I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. But then once I ended up doing it, I was like, oh, this only took a couple hours. And now I feel like I have a new computer. That is just an example of sometimes you build shit up in your mind. And then when you go to do it, it's like nothing. That's just an example. And sometimes when you say you're going to do something and then you never do it and you keep saying and saying and saying, you build it up in your mind. Like it's this thing you can't do, you can't grab. Is there something that you've ever told yourself like, oh, I'm gonna fucking do this. I need to fucking, let's say, change the oil in your car. Months go by and you don't do it. And then when you actually do it, you're like, oh my God, that shit took me fucking 45 minutes. That's another example that just happened to me recently. I bought the oil. I bought all the shit I needed to do. I didn't do it for like fucking 3 weeks. Just being a piece of shit. And then when I did it, I was like, this was very easy. I kind of enjoyed it. And I look forward to doing it again. Don't give up. Take action. Kyle says, my real mom, a drug addict, which I've seen her go down that road the 4 years later. I'm doing coke every day for 8 months straight, hooked until one of my families got laced, and that was my wake-up call. God damn, Kyle. That's fucked up. That's rough, dude. It's hard to get out of those cycles, dude. It really is hard to get out of those cycles, you know, especially when you have parents who have dealt with shit like that and you've seen it. It's rough. It's rough, man. Write those goals. You're right. That's a good way to do it. I actually have something written out before. I need to reevaluate it, but I definitely need to look at those again. Yeah, look, Shady and George in chat both have the right idea. Write those goals down, George says, and Shady says, do you believe in vision boards, which is kind of like a same thing, just like a visualizing and actually putting shit down on paper of what you want to do. But yes, I do believe in that, and I need to do that like right now. I have shit written out. I just want to reevaluate it. Like, look, let me look at it right now. Oh fuck. I don't have it on this fucking computer. I have it printed in my room though. I have it printed and placed on my wall, and it's like 3 to 5 things that I wrote down that I wanted to accomplish. The first one was stop drinking. The second one, I think, was smoke weed responsibly. Like, I think I told myself not to smoke weed unless I work out. Like, I can't smoke weed during the day unless I work out in the morning. That went out the window. I mean, I did a little bit of workout this morning. What was the other one? Consistency with YouTube. Making sure I do the podcast, and I've been pretty good with that. Except the past like week or two, or week. After I released the album, I kind of got lazy, but that's fine. I'm not even mad about that because I deserve it. I fucking released an entire album that I worked fucking hard on. What was the other one? I think the other one was like maintaining a healthy family and like spending time with the girls and my wife and making sure that they're happy and they have what they need and stuff like that. Those things are really what I want to focus on. Via says, bro, you really do got to stop saying you want to do things because they always bring it up and tell you didn't say. Didn't you say? Oh yeah, I feel that. And then that just shits on I just shit on myself. Didn't you say you were going to do that? Yeah, when people say that, yeah, for sure. I feel that. Shit's big crazy. Most of my old friends still hooked on some shit, dead or smoking weed, which I think there's only 3 smoking weed. Damn. Smoking weed saves people's lives, dude. Drug addicts, some people I've seen that they turn away the addiction to other things and smoke weed, and they are pretty they're in a lot better place because of that. And I'm not saying that that's the way to go, but some people, you know, can smoke weed and still be very, very successful and shit like that. It's hard. It's not easy. It's probably, but like my brother Shadow has not smoked weed. He doesn't smoke weed anymore. He's got a job pending as a legitimate LA County firefighter. Big ups to him. Really proud of him. But he's not smoking weed. I don't think he smoked weed for a long time. And then I just talked to him the other day and I was like, how do you feel? Like, how is it for you? And he said that he definitely feels more motivated, but he also feels like more easily aggravated and annoyed and shit like that. And that he's more mad and you know, there's upsides and downsides to it. But I think that also has to do with the fact that he's not working. He's not doing his dream job. But when he does, it'll be worth it. Just to see that sacrifice in my little brother, who is basically the person that got me to smoke weed and kind of introduced me to a lot of things, even though he's my little brother. To see him grow up and legitimately like sacrifice I think that's another thing that kind of fucked with my head. Like, damn, you know, in a good way. I'm super proud of him, but like my best friend, my smoking partner forever, doesn't smoke weed anymore. And he's, you know, really focused on doing better for himself. And he drinks shit a lot more. He drinks a lot more. My brother has probably drank more in the last year than he did his whole life. Which is maybe not good too. I don't know. There's going to be positives and negatives, but like Gilbert said earlier, ride the wave. I really like that. Ride the fucking wave. That's me. I'm riding the wave down right now a little bit, but I'm just going to bring it right back up and enjoy it. Let's smoke something. Kyle in chat says, shit, big, crazy. Most of my old friends. Oh, yeah. Honestly, me, my guy, that's all I do. I drink once in a while, but you're right, 100. There you go, man. Marijuana's a fucking lifesaver. People don't understand. Dude, I hope life goes back to normal soon. Yeah, that's another thing that's fucking with my head, dude. This whole coronavirus shit just put everything on pause, and it's so weird. It's such a weird life that we're living right now. Like, I really want to go to school and like get a job and all this other shit, and like, I basically I can't right now. It's crazy to think about, dude. The job that I had, I can't do. I should be, actually, I would be recovering. I believe, not recovering, but I'd be home from working 2 16-hour shifts the last 2 days if none of this happened. I would have worked beyond Wonderland. I would be getting ready and packing and having my shit ready for Coachella in a week or in a couple weeks. And none of that happened. But you know what? We got to ride the wave. I like that, bro. I feel like making an album called Ride the Wave or something. Ooh. Get a dirt bike? That would be so tight. What a great idea. That would be so cool, dude. I would love that. And there's so much desert around me, too. How about I do something in life to be able to get a dirt bike? We'll work up to that. Name this episode Ride the Wave? I would, but I've already named it. I'm gonna do something with Ride the Wave, bro. Trust me. I feel like even in the US we might be stuck inside until fucking June or May. Honestly. But man. Kyle, like even this right here relieves my stress, dude. It really fucking does. Like I got up this morning. I even told my wife when I went to bed last night because I still felt like shit. I drank Saturday night. All of Sunday I felt like fucking shit. And then later in the night, I still felt like shit. And I told my wife, like, when we were going to bed, I'm like, babe, I just want to go to bed. That way I can wake up and get shit done tomorrow. I was like excited to not feel like shit. And maybe getting drunk and feeling like shit is part of the wave. Maybe that can be good for me. This is just me thinking out loud. Does it mess me up mental? Does it mess with my mental stability? Yes. But maybe it's an extreme that could be looked at almost in a positive way. Because did I wake up this Monday morning more motivated and excited about things than than how I felt waking up Saturday morning? Yes. Does there always have to be negative? Is it always have to be like a downside to good? Is that like a way that I can look at it? Is that a better way of looking at it? Ride the wave of the hangover on Sunday. Ride the fucking wave of the fucking crazy drunk night on Saturday into the wave of the hangover. And then Monday, you experience the wave of clarity, of motivation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Or am I just confusing myself further? Am I thinking too much? What's up, Azunami? I don't know. That's a much better way of looking at it. I can tell you that. Much better way of looking at it. Rather than I just totally fucked up. I became this person I hate and blah, 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 an extreme version, which is all probably true, but yeah. maybe everything's a wave. Every fucking sad experience you go through, every moment you have during the day where you don't feel great and you'd feel like you fucked up and didn't do something you know you needed to do, maybe that's part of the wave. And that's just part of it. I don't know. Do you ever breathe in and you don't feel like you're breathing enough? No. Never that. I've experienced that before, but usually like if I'm sick, I'm like, what the fuck? When I had coronavirus, which I'm pretty goddamn sure I had back in December, at the end of December, early January. I shouldn't talk like that. I don't know if I had it or not, but I was fucking sick as shit. And had every single symptom that they have for coronavirus, just saying. But during that time, I couldn't walk around, bro. I'd start feeling tired, like I couldn't breathe. I was sleeping so much. I've never slept that much. I can't sleep during the day. I don't sleep like that. But that's the only thing that I could do. And it was so natural, just in and out of sleep, in and out of sleep, in and out of sleep. Medicine. Over. We spent like fucking $250 on medicine during that time. It's crazy. It's so much worse than people make it out to be. It is. It is very bad. It is very bad. Yeah, I heard about that, Leroy. Yeah, lose your ability. There's a little infant baby that just died in the U.S. It's crazy. It's kind of scary because people are getting it and dying who are not part of these risk factor groups. And they're saying that it may have something to do more so with like the gene, like your genes and like your DNA and type shit like that. I don't know about DNA, but just like something to do with your body in particular that they don't really understand yet. So, yeah, I talked about it in the last podcast. I have a whole coronavirus podcast that I did yet last week. You guys could check out. I honestly think I did. Because I worked at a gas station where there was a lot of international. That was mostly international people, and I got sick as fuck, sicker than I've ever fucking been in my entire life. Throwing up, couldn't hold anything down, had to constantly take medicine. I would get tired if I walked around my house. I had to go lay back down. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't breathe correctly. My cough was the driest cough I've ever had. I was coughing up blood multiple times. It was fucking bad, guys. It was really fucking bad. I'm telling you. And it's like, I just kept telling myself, quit being a bitch, drink your water, you'll be fine. Little did I know I had one of the most deadly viruses we've seen in a long time, but, or I may have had. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I had every symptom. I looked up the symptoms. I had all that shit. My kids got it. They didn't really feel it too bad. My wife had no effect, but she had to have gotten it because she was right next to me the whole fucking time. My kids did get sick. They threw up. They got the flu, but it wasn't that bad at all for them. Obviously, if I'd have known what I knew now, I would have fucking never. I would. I mean, I probably gave it to them before they even before I even had symptoms. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what the fuck ever. Who knows? International from everywhere, bro. We had people who didn't speak English and only spoke a multiple array of languages. We were the first gas station like off this big huge stretch of freeway that's only like about 2.5 hours from Vegas, and in the middle of Vegas and LA. So we got shitloads of traffic. A lot of like Asian people, a lot of, I don't know, just everywhere, dude, everywhere. Think this is a government plan? Kind of looks like one world order right now. I don't think so. I think they're taking advantage of a shitty situation. But I don't think that the government could produce a virus like this. I don't think that people think it's. I think it's that it's a lot harder to do to create a legitimate virus like this that doesn't that you're contagious before you show symptoms and all this other crazy shit about it. It's like I don't think that it's that easy for humans to create viruses like that. But I'm just some dummy who doesn't know what he's talking about. So need to rinse this shit out again. I don't know though. I don't know. Life's been real weird. It's just like nice to have a place where I can come bitch and complain every once in a while. And I hope it helps you guys. I hope that when you come and listen to the podcast or watch the video or whatever, like through the years of my videos, I really fucking hope that I help someone, because it's the least I can do. Honestly, it's like at this point, it's like, man, I just feel like sometimes I feel like in the back of my mind, I was never truly confident in myself as a rapper, as a YouTuber. I never really thought that I would blow up and become this huge thing. Anytime I ask myself, honestly, do I think I'm going to, really make it? I would say the answer was no. The answer is kind of still no. But I think that it's because I never really, maybe I never wanted it. Maybe I never truly thought that I deserved it. Maybe I don't know how. Maybe I'm just too lazy. Or maybe it's everything. But to stream a podcast from my beautiful studio here with cool lights, a really cool open sign, a beautiful array of glass bongs that I got for free, to have 13, 14 people watching me, over 50,000 subscribers, probably about 5 that actually watch, is a beautiful fucking thing. I've made it already. Like, what am I talking about? I've already fucking made it. I've had people come up to me and like fucking crying, and I've had other people come up to me reciting my music to me like they were my biggest fan. I've had people come up to me like so many times, like I don't even remember how many times. I have legit felt like a famous person because people come up to me and talk to me and want to take pictures with me. I know what that feeling is like pretty comfortably. And that's fucking weird. Nobody knows what that's like. People don't, that's not normal. I've had videos that have like hundreds of thousands of views and nothing but positive comments, and I've beautiful things said to me all the time. I have already made it. Is that a mini bong in the background? Yeah. You guys want to maybe hit that one? Via says, I'm going to go now. Have fun listening to podcasts. All right, you too, Via. You have a good one. Have a good one. Stimulus package inbound. Oh yeah, I heard about that. We're supposed to get some money, huh? Okay. When's that supposed to happen? Do you know? If you could speak 5 languages, what would they be? 5? Okay, English, Spanish, French, Russian, Chinese. Kyle said, I've got a big one. What? Oh, you mean the Zong. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Kyle, good for you, buddy. We should have a check in the mail by mid-April? Hell yeah. Let's fucking go, baby. Hey, I'm not going to lie. I ain't even feeling guilty about that because honestly, this whole thing took away way more money than that. Like they still owe me a couple grand. I was supposed to make a good amount of money working Coachella. And I was going to see if I could get a fucking little promotion within the company and all that shit. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good year for me at this job. And all we do is work events, security. All we do is do security at events and concerts and shit like that, which are all canceled. So yeah, this shit really took away my ability to make money. I mean, don't get me wrong, the channel, I have other means of money as well, but I mean, that was what I was going to do. Okay, no English? Okay. Damn, I want to see. Okay, let me tell you why. Spanish, I want to speak just so I can talk shit to people that I know. French, it's a beautiful fucking sexy ass language. I just want to hit on a beautiful woman in French one day. Russian, I want to cuss somebody out in Russian one day. in Chinese. I just want to know it just because I feel like they're going to take over pretty soon, and you want to be kind of ahead of the curve with that. And and I'll go with Old Valyrian. Cheers. Oh, goddamn. That one's weird. That bong ain't weird. I don't know if there's enough water in there. You know what I've always liked? Remember on the Matrix when they can just download skills like into people? They're like, what's his name? I think they jump in a helicopter, and he downloads how to be a helicopter pilot and instantly learns it into his brain. I feel like that we're not that far from that type of shit. Give it like 40 years, and I bet they'll be able to do shit like that. I fucking bet. I don't think that we're far off from like some sort of like a super drug that comes out and just makes us all like smarter and like quicker and shit like that. That's kind of scary though. I mean, they already have that shit, Adderall and everything else. You guys, I have an Adderall in my closet. I do. I swear. What do I do with it? I was thinking about taking it and playing some Fortnite. But I don't know. It doesn't feel right to take something like that. It's basically like meth, right? Adderall's like basically meth. Yeah, I don't know if I could take it. I was kind of scared. I was thinking about it the other day, but I was like, I don't want to like it and then I don't want it to work and then want to be the person who does Adderall all the time, Because if I take some Adderall and I end up fucking winning a Fortnite tournament or fucking, I don't know, doing something super productive on it, I'm going to want it more. I know. Go live and on Adderall? Oh my God. Just grind my teeth and shit and be all look all fucking weird. Oh no, man. You would like that shit. I bet I fucking would, bro. That's what's so scary about it. And I live in Victorville. There's not much Adderall up here, probably. It's probably just people like, oh, you want some Adderall? Here's some fucking ice. Here's some ice, some crystal meth. That shit made me fucking almost gag just saying the words. Take some Adderall and start studying the language. I mean, is there anything else to do? Yeah, you're right. I'd rather take the acid in my closet, if anything. Definitely that. Resident Evil 3 comes out soon. So I'm thinking about getting that and playing it on stream. To maybe take a little acid like last time. I was drunk though too. I was pretty drunk. I had a 6-pack of Heineken, which is not drunk. Which is like drunk enough. Or no, I had a 12-pack. I was pretty drunk. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. That's what I'm saying, dude. Kyle said in chat, fuck pills. Honestly, that's what gets people. That's what scares me. That's what's so scary about it. I almost like didn't even want to take it from who was trying to just like let me have it. I was like, no, I'm cool. All right, I'll take it, I guess. I'm chilling with the addictions I have now. I'm chilling with just trying to figure out how to smoke weed and drink responsibly. If I can even do those things. Which it doesn't seem like I can drink responsibly. I mean, what really happened that night? When I ask myself that, right? Remember I'm sitting here complaining about I got drunk the other night. What really happened? I was very, very toxic and annoying with friends of mine. That was definitely not tight. I feel bad for that. I had to apologize because I felt stupid. I was embarrassed by it. What else? Nothing. We spent a little bit more money, but it was my wife's birthday. We were going to do that anyways. Nothing. Nothing else really happened. They're my friends. Friends talk shit to each other. You know, I am an idiot for it, but I don't think that they hold a grudge. You know what I mean? If they do, I mean, whatever. But it's like, it's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. I think that the main thing is that I have this idea, I just know I want to focus on certain things, and I lost my focus a little bit there yesterday and that night. But maybe I need to stop focusing so hard and let it come naturally. You know, I definitely need to stay focused, but maybe overly focused is bad. See how much I go back and forth with my thoughts? Do you think this is bipolar? I fucking hate it, dude. It's constantly just like second guessing everything. It's fucking stupid. You're gonna be there, Azunami, if I stream Resident Evil 3? Got you. I'm gonna probably do it, so I'll just stay tuned. What music am I listening to these days? What am I listening to right now? I like that new what's his name? Lil Uzi Vert's shit was kind of cool. I listened to a lot of the new Childish Gambino album. What else? I don't know. I listen to a lot of lo-fi shit lately. I've been listening to a lot of jazz, a lot of fucking house, like future house, dubstep. I've been kind of like experiencing a lot of different things. Yeah. I'm excited for Isaiah Rashad to drop his shit whenever he fucking does. I thought it was supposed to be soon. But yeah. Oh. Exactly, Kyle. Kyle says pills are the most addictive drug no matter what kind, then you wind up wanting better. Exactly. And if I like Adderall, I guarantee you that I'll fucking end up like liking like other shit, dude. I don't want to. My mom got mad at me for all the donations to the stream. I'm sorry, bro. Don't do it no more. Yeah. Appreciate you, but don't let your mom get mad at you. Oh man. I'm definitely feeling a lot better. And I apologize honestly for being so like back and forth, and it's probably super annoying. As a supporter, as a subscriber, as a viewer, it's probably super annoying. But I mean, this is like this for a lot of people, I think. And I just don't think other people put it online the way I do. Like, people take huge breaks, right? People take breaks all the time, you know, whatever, from YouTube and other things. But I'm trying to make videos as I go through these things. I'm trying to not stop making videos and just being honest, you know? And I think that's what comes off, in my opinion, as like just a fucking crybaby. Or in my opinion, I feel like I have been coming off like I'm just constantly whining and shit like that, and talking about the sadness in my life and how I'm trying to get better. And sometimes it becomes repetitive and annoying because it's like, it seems like it's taking a long time for me to get there. And yeah, I don't know, it just seems like that to me. And I think that's probably just because I have been talking to everything, so being honest about it. So all right, one more hit. Oh, not one more, but let's take a hit. Cheers. It's a riff raff. Riff raff song. Oh, my stomach. I need to start eating like a piece of toast or something before I have one of these. I'm starting to notice it. Like, hurts my stomach a bit. All right, guys. Conclusion: ride the wave and don't give up. This is not advice from me to you. This is me literally basically looking at myself right now. Like it doesn't look like I'm looking at myself, but most of the podcast I'm looking at myself. And like I said, this is not advice from me to you. This is me talking to myself basically. So ride the wave. Don't give up. Stay focused, but don't overly focus. Take action. That is the moral of the story today. That's what I learned yesterday. Anybody got any last minute questions before I get out of here? I got a few things to do. I got to go to the store. I got to finish this Mother Loving laundry, you know. My mom is such a beautiful person. She went and got a room with her boyfriend the night that we drank, and then she came back in the morning and got her boyfriend's daughter, and then they went home. But when they picked up the boyfriend's daughter, her and her boyfriend cleaned our whole house while we were asleep, and we woke up to our house like after a party, which I thought was going to be disgusting. We woke up to the entire living room and kitchen all cleaned. It was so nice. I was like, wow, I was so happy. Leroy asked, what kind of gun do I have? That is not a answer for this chat room. You can hit me on Discord. Okay. More streams, please. I forgot my questions. All good, Edmund. Yeah, definitely. More streams coming. That's definitely not what I want to do, though, is say it. I don't want to say that things are going to happen because I want to take action. So, but I will see you tomorrow, 100%. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are the best. I got you on Fortnite, bro. I'll probably be on sometime today. Am I on Reddit? I be on Reddit a lot. Yeah. Audible_484, I think, on Reddit. That's my username. But yeah. Thank you guys so much. This has been a good episode. This has been really good for me to talk out loud and say thank you everybody who's been here. Shady, Leroy, Edmund, Gilbert, Azunami. I love that name. Such a dope name. Little Disco was here showing love like always. Via was here. Nightbot was here. Shout out to Nightbot. Jorge Vargas. Soto was here. Bubba was here. What's up, Bubba? I didn't even see you there, bro. Sorry. I think that's it. Sherrod was here. Leroy. Jesus. Thank you all. You guys are the shit. I appreciate you. Much, much love. Don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're listening to the podcast on Spotify or Apple Music, please give us a 5 stars or however it works. I don't know. Whatever you think. Love. You guys have a great, great, great rest of your Monday and a week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.